Hello? Anyone on GMod? Come on, there's gotta be somewhere in here with a person. Hello? God, it's so empty out here. Hello? Ooh, a 7-Eleven. I'm gonna get an icy. Oh, look, it's Domo. Nice. Okay, GM construct. There's gotta be someone here. Hello? Anyone here? Hello? Huh? Wait. Hey, man. I've been waiting for someone to play GMod with. It seems so empty out here. Where is everyone? What? Did you go in here? It's kind of dark. Yeah, it's way too dark in here, man. I can't see you. Like... What? Well... GMod is one of my favorite sandbox games of all time. I remember getting it back in 2014, and it was actually the first ever Steam game I'd ever bought, which was dumb because I didn't realize that when I got the game, that I'd be dealing with 90% of the game having purple and black textures with giant error signs everywhere. But that's besides the point. I love GMod. Every part of this game is the recipe for the perfect sandbox with the use of Valve's source engine and an infinite amount of possibilities with the workshop, allowing for people to add as much as they wanted to the game. The game had and still has so much to love about it, but everyone knows GMod. Everyone has some memory or another with it, being that it has existed since 2006. That's a heck of a long time. So, why am I talking about it? Well, as you can tell from the title and the intro, this is what I find scary about GMod personally. And you guys can let me know if it's the same for you. Now, I could say what everyone else has said and be like, oh, well, GMod is like a liminal space. It has that familiar yet unsettling vibe. Nah, that's boring. I'ma do my own thing. Everyone knows that GMod is known for its liminal space, especially in its single-player worlds. When you open up GMod, you find yourself within a big map and a catalog of items to mess around with from the various Valve games. You can take the G-Man and throw him across the map or make the Team Fortress characters get freaky. But one thing that happens when you are playing in GMod alone, you become uneasy after a while. When you explore GM Construct and Flatgrass and 7-Eleven, it makes you feel off. I believe GMod plays on two fears specifically. The first I actually suffer from, being autophobia, or also called monophobia, is the phobia of being alone. You see, I remember getting GMod when I was about 11 or 12 years old. The reason I had gotten the game was because I would watch Vanoss Gaming religiously back then. I would laugh so hard at his GMod videos and would probably watch them on repeat more than I should have. I remember this being one of the sparks that made me want to be a YouTuber one day. I wanted especially to make videos with friends back then and play GMod and have a fun time. But there was a problem. I was the only person who had a laptop back then. Everyone I knew had an Xbox 360, which I did as well, and I would mainly play games with my friends that way. But I didn't have a capture card, so I couldn't record on there, and every kid I knew would try and convince me that I shouldn't make videos because, well, we were kids, and no one wanted to watch us. Which, as depressing as that might sound, it was pretty true. No one was going to watch a bunch of middle schoolers try and make GMod funny moment videos. But I still wanted to make videos anyways. I don't have any of the videos now because I deleted them out of embarrassment when I was younger because I thought it was cringe after a while, which I probably should have privated them, but anyway. But I would just record in 720p with my laptop's literal built-in microphone, trying to do funny things in GMod, and I remember one specific map I tried doing it in. It was GMod Highway 14800. It's an amazing map. I remember attaching a character model to a car and then sending it blasting on the loop and laughing so hard. Listen, man, I'm really sorry about this. Oh. Oh. That didn't go how I wanted it to. Oh my god. Oh my god, I messed up. I messed up. But after a while playing on my own, that uneasy feeling started to hit me. That feeling that I was truly alone there. That in this large, empty void was just me alone. I think more than anything, the thing that disturbs me when I play GMod is just the pure silence. How quiet it is, except for the noise that you make. GMod isn't like other sandbox games, like Minecraft, where there's mobs and villagers, so you don't notice that you are alone. Even when you can make NPCs and that move around in GMod, it doesn't feel the same as a automatically generated one that feels part of a live world, but just something you made, like a toy or something. I remember feeling sad and anxious, and I just stopped playing GMod. And years later, when I wanted to play it again, I lost the Steam account info for the account with GMod on it anyway. That dream of having a group of friends to play that game with and laugh and have good times was gone. That lonely feeling was too strong, so I closed my laptop and went over to my Xbox and went back to playing games with my friends on games like Call of Duty and Minecraft, where I wouldn't be alone. The second fear that GMod plays on is just straight up paranoia. You know what I'm talking about. When playing GMod on, again, GM Construct, and feeling like someone could be in that dark room, or someone could be watching you on one of the city streets in GM Big City. It was something that felt so unnerving. It was like thinking Herobrine was watching you in Minecraft, but at least you had the comfort of your dog to keep you company. But in GMod, there isn't that. There's just you. Sure, you could put up a ragdoll, but then you just have a lifeless body there, so that's not much comfort. Of course, this has to do with that liminal space, which I guess I'll talk about a little bit more. Liminal spaces always give off that feeling that you're not alone because, well, it's weird being in a space where there's no one else around when there should be. Not a single soul. The human mind has a hard time comprehending the idea of no one else being around in places like this, because we are social creatures. Heck, even if there was a giant monster or creature, at least we'd find comfort in seeing it, because at least that means you know you're not alone. But when you don't know if something is watching or what that thing looks like, you immediately start getting anxious and worried and think of the worst possible thing it could be that you are personally afraid of. You start quaking in your boots and worrying. Your mind starts to race till you end up just slamming the exit button and then heading to a prop hunt server. I think one of the best examples of this feeling is from the series on YouTube called Classic GM Videos. You've probably seen other YouTubers talk about this, but I just wanted to say that this is my favorite GMod horror series on YouTube because it does so well on the subtleness of the paranoia being watched in GMod, but it does it in such a subtle way that you could think you get jump scared at any time. And is a series still going on as of 2 months ago. I think it also does a good job capturing the nostalgic feeling of old GMod videos. I will link Richter Overtime's video on the series in the description, but also the channel itself. But I was too scared to watch any of the videos myself, so I had to get a YouTuber to explain it to me, so pick your poison, I guess. Anyway, I love GMod, even with the fears it induces into me, and I still have fond memories of it, and I'm glad that I could talk about it now to all of y'all. Garry's Mod? More like Barry's Bob. Got him?